Hi guys, and welcome to Tekara Presents. If it is your first time here, welcome, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. We're gonna make this Chipotle chicken sandwich today. Of course it's vegan, and you can see how good it looks, but guess what? It tastes even better. You wanna see how we make it? Just stick around. Alright, so here are the ingredients we are going to need. We have our Kaiser Rolls, some oyster mushroom, lettuce, tomato, Tony's Creole seasoning, vegan mayo, chipotle peppers, garlic powder, and some fry batter mix. So first we're gonna get our veggies chopped up, of course. So with the oyster mushrooms, they kind of come bunched. So you're gonna cut off that core piece, and you don't have to shred them, like take them apart. But if they fall apart, that's fine. You want to make sure that you clean through them and take out the yellowish ones or the ones that don't look good. But just make sure that you clean your mushrooms really well because they get pretty dirty. And I am not showing you how to cut up lettuce and tomato, but you need to do that as well. All right, so once you have your mushrooms all cut and you get them nice and clean, you can just wet a paper towel and wipe them individually, but I just put them in a strainer and run them under water, and then I literally pat them dry like you would do like chicken, just to make sure that you get most of, if not all, of the moisture out of the mushrooms. All right, so once you have those all done, pat it dry, we're just gonna go ahead and season them. You can go as light or as heavy as you would like with the seasoning. I did use the seasoned flour mix, so I'm not gonna go too heavy-handed. I'm just gonna hit it with a little bit of garlic powder and then some Tony's seasoning, and I'm just gonna set these off to the side, allow them to sit for a few minutes while I get my oil together. That way the mushrooms can kind of absorb the seasoning that you put there. Alright, so then we are going to get our batter mixed together. So I had two different kinds. I had a little bit of the Louisiana, which is the one that I like to use, and I wasn't able to find that in the store, so I ended up buying some other, I don't even know the name of it, this other mix, and I just mixed them together, added a little bit of cold water, and I don't like it to be, you don't want your batter to be too thin. It'll just roll right off the mushrooms. So I mixed it up, realized it was a little bit too thin, and then I added some more of the flour mix. So we got that nice thick consistency there. So then you want to set yourself up a nice little station. So we have our mushrooms with our seasoning on it that's been sitting for a little bit, our bowl of wet batter, a bowl of batter, and then we have a plate where we're just gonna set the mushrooms on that plate to be ready to fry. At this time, your oil should be nice and hot. You can go ahead and do like I'm doing here, which we just dip it in the batter one time and then that's it. Or you can do, if you want a thicker crust, which I did do for some of them, but to me it all kind of turned out the same. So you can do like the wet dry, so you would have a little bit of that flour, that seasoned flour, dipping in the wet batter into the dry, back into the wet, just so that it makes a thicker crust. So it's all based on preference. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get these into some oil to fry them up. I am so sorry I am not able to have you, you know I love the sizzle. I love the sizzle. But we can't have the sizzle because we have some sizzle with toddler background. So my son is literally singing and counting and doing the most. So unfortunately we just get to see the sizzle this time. So we're gonna fry our mushrooms and batches until they're nice and golden brown and delicious. And then we're gonna drain them on a wire rack if you have one. If not, paper towels or something like that would be just fine. So the Chipotle sauce, we're gonna make that now. I would recommend blending the chipotles with a little bit of water first. And if you don't like heat, do not put too much because this sauce was really, really spicy. I was able to temper it down with a little bit of agave. But yeah, would not recommend more than 1 tablespoon to about 3 tablespoons of the mayo. But blend the peppers down so that they break up first before you mix the mayo in. So the sauce was a little bit of a struggle, but I don't like to hide anything from you guys. I love to just put it out there the way it is. Nobody is perfect, and we all sometimes make mistakes, but you can just go ahead and just see what happens. So you make it. If it doesn't come out the way you want it, I added a little bit of water. I added some salt. I added agave. It wasn't perfect at first, but then I kept tasting it and adjusting it, and it came out delicious. And that's it, guys. Toast you up some buns, put some butter on there, get them nice and toasty, layer on some lettuce, some tomato, our perfect sauce, and as much chicken as you want to, and enjoy. This recipe, this sandwich was so good. I can't wait for you guys to try. Of course, when you do, please come back and let me know how it turned out for you. Don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and yeah, I will see you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all again next time. Take care.